Hey guys, in this video I will show you how to make your very own Sackboy. Now please bear with me, this is my first doll tutorial and it was really hard to film this since I don't have a great tripod to work with. So with that being said, let's begin. First you need medium worsted yarn. You can use any brand you want. The one I used is the Red Heart Super Saver brand. Just make sure that you get a brown color. I used dark brown for mine. Although if you're a beginner, you should use light brown because dark brown is really hard to see. You need buttons for his eyes, so get the medium sized ones. These are 3/4 of an inch and they're the kind that don't have holes in the middle. Then you would need a crochet hook. If you don't have one or if you haven't seen one before, this is what it looks like. The size I use most often is F or size 5. I found that if I use a bigger size with medium worsted yarn, the holes in the doll would look bigger, and if I used ones that are too small, then it would be harder to crochet. You also need a zipper. You can get one at any craft store. I got mine at Joann. This is supposed to be for a heavy jacket or sportswear, and it's really long, but it's fine for this project. You can always cut the excess off. You can pick any color you want, just make sure that the zipper part is metal colored and not red or blue or any other color. You need a pair of scissors. I honestly don't know where I got these, but if you find a pair that's just like these, you should definitely get them. They're awesome because they have a cap and they're super portable. And you need yarn needles, or I think they're called darning needles. These aren't like normal needles, as you could probably already tell. They're huge and you can fit yarn through the eye of the needle. They also have a little bend on the tip to make it easier to sew stuff together. You also need a regular size needle so you can sew the zipper onto the Sackboy. You also need thread. Be sure to use the same color or close to the same color so you won't see the seams when you sew the zipper on. And the last thing you need is stuffing. The one I used is this Polyfill brand, and it's 100% premium polyester fiber fill. This is a huge bag. You actually only need a small amount, so you would never be able to use this whole thing for one doll. So the first step is to create a circle, and I showed you guys how to do that in one of my previous tutorials. This particular circle has 6 single crochets in it. The next thing you want to do is to add a marker using yarn or string of a different color. This will help you determine where the row stops. Then create 2 single crochets in every stitch. And this is what it's supposed to look like. You should end up with 12 single crochets. Don't forget to move your marker every time you start a new row. The next few rows are pretty simple. In the next row, create 1 single crochet in the first stitch, and then create 2 single crochets in the next stitch. Repeat this process until you reach the marker. So when you're done, it should look bigger like this. In the next row, create 1 single crochet in the next 2 stitches and then create 2 single crochets in the next stitch. Repeat this all the way around. create 1 single crochet in the next 3 stitches, and then create 2 single crochets in the next stitch. Then repeat the process until you reach the marker. After a while, you should start seeing corners like this. This is normal. It's not supposed to look like a perfect circle. As you can see, there's a pattern here. The next row will have 1 single crochet in the next 4 stitches, and then 2 single crochets in the next stitch. Then repeat until you reach the marker. You're going to start seeing a dome form. This is going to be the top of his head. In the next row, create 1 single crochet in the next 5 stitches, and then 2 single crochets in the next stitch. Now this is going to be the last row of the circle. Create 1 single crochet in the next 6 stitches, and then 2 single crochets in the next stitch. Repeat until you reach the marker. Now the stitches are going to be a little different from here. Crochet only in the back loops of the stitches. Do 1 single crochet in each back loop. Repeat this for 2 rows. So now that you're done those 2 rows, it should look somewhat like this. It should have a distinct line all the way around it. It should start to go down like this. The next 10 rows will consist of 1 single crochet in each stitch, and remember to use your marker. You can insert the marker in every row if you don't want to count how many rows you've finished. So when you've done that, it should look like this. This is the row where you're going to start decreasing. Create 1 single crochet in the next 2 stitches. Then crochet 2 stitches together. Repeat this for 5 rows or until the hole is small enough for the neck. Don't make the hole too small or the head will bobble too much, and don't make it too big or else it'll look weird.